Another new experience for us tonight. We're back at the Waldorf Astoria, and tonight we're going to have dinner at the Bull and Bear. Our friends Tim and Jenn have highly recommended it, so we're going to meet them and have another great meal. Let's see how this goes. Something Charmaine just pointed out. Look how interesting this menu stand is. Isn't that cool? Pans and forks and knives and crushed up pots. I like that. That's very cool. So we're just hanging out in the bar. Amazing collection of scotches and bourbons. And I can spot the Pappy Van Winkle as I'm sitting here. Oh boy, there it is. How much is it? A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Pappy Van Winkle, 23 years, $350 for one pour. It's not happening. So I ordered a Manhattan. Charmaine ordered this drink. We don't remember what it's called. It's kind of a girly drink, not boozy tasting. Classic Manhattan, one of my favorite drinks of all time.
But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
We just had the most mind-blowing explanation of the foods that we're going to be having here tonight.
He was here for a long time explaining the menu, and I don't know, we've been here a couple of times and it's still kind of overwhelming to hear the menu, but I don't know what I'm going to get.
Do you guys know? Do you have any clue what you're getting?
I almost want to have them just kind of do what they want to do.
Now this menu is very interesting because it's a touch screen, and when you choose what you want to look at, you get a picture. You would think that would make it easier, but after 20 minutes of explanation and this incredible menu, it's even harder. I know I want to have the fried chicken, the oysters Rockefeller, but I also want to have a steak.
So we're getting a Caesar salad tableside for the table. We're going to get a fried chicken for the table so we can all try it. I'm going to get the beef carpaccio with the fries so we can wrap them up in it, which we can all try. And then I'm also going to do the Iberico pork chop so that anybody can try that as well. And then I want the burger for myself.
I can't decide between the short ribs or if we should share the tomahawk.
I love, a rib steak. There's all kinds of action happening over here. We got us making ice cream with liquid nitrogen. So we got liquid nitrogen vapors. We got somebody ordered something that's on fire, literally lit.
For the table. And then I want to do the beef carpaccio with the fries. And then,
Do the half order and then so that we can have...
Yeah, it's like staggered.
Yeah,
We'll do a half order up front and then we'll definitely okay.
And then, did you guys want to do any other appetizers? Like, what appetizers?
The oysters regulars one.
What about you? Did you want anything other than the salad?
I think... What did you say, the salad?
We're getting the Caesar salad.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
They'll bring the carpaccio, the frites, and the oyster Rockefeller first. We can do a Caesar while you wait for entrees to arrive. But even before entrees, do you want to do a fried chicken together, or is somebody going to have that as their own?
Oh, yeah.
We'll do the fried chicken together.
And then I think I actually also want to get the escargot.
We had a tour of all of the breads as well. There were 4 or 5 different types of bread. I chose the brioche. They just brought out the amuse-bouche. I just like saying amuse-bouche.
said that it is mozzarella tomato, but it's like a mozzarella foam, I think he said. I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, give it a try. Pick one up and eat it. Over lips, past the gums, lift out stomach, here it comes. So can you describe it now that it's like, was it a mozzarella foam?
It was. There's like a little bit of a sweet crunch in there.
Ooh, that's weird.
I don't know what it is, but it kind of tastes like a caprese, not caprese salad, but like an heirloom tomato, mozzarella, and then like a little bit of a sweet crunch. So I don't, maybe you can tell me what it is, because I don't know.
That sounds real good.
I'm gonna try my amuse-bouche. That's the 4th time I've said that. It smells super fresh. You can really smell the tomatoes and like there's some kind of an herb on there.
See if you can place the crispiness that's in the center.
Kind of like a salt? No.
Maybe. Like a salt or something?
It feels like a salt, but it doesn't taste salty. So
Did you get a sweet flavor? Am I crazy?
no, it's a sweet, but it's like the heirloom tomatoes, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the sweetness was the tomatoes.
It's like a super awesome tomato, like not just a regular tomato. This is not a Publix tomato.
Publix tomato, it's a Waldorf tomato.
Yeah, exactly right.
This is called mash, so it's a microgreen plucked early for vitamin potency and pepper taste. And then I'll bring some more on the side, the basil pop rocks and the vincoto.
Shara's gonna go for the amuse-bouche. That's my 5th time saying amuse-bouche. Yeah.
3 bites.
So we have, it's called Basil Crisp from Georgia, fresh origins, they're herb crystals. They do 8 flavors, basil number 1, number 2 hibiscus, 3 through 8, a little underwhelming, some rose, fennel, some garlic. But this one, straight up basil. The glaze is balsamic from Sicily, the grape Trebbiano, cooked in a lemon must and sent to us directly, which is fun. And Tyler is going to pour some Italian olive oil. So we'll do something a little different than the salted butter from Vermont right here.
I thought for sure they were going to explode.
Yeah, they have that nice little tone to it there. So if you get a jar, maybe $14, it'll last you 3 months. Melt it in the pastas, put it on chocolate and vanillas. Definitely do it like an afterthought of anything, whether pasta salad or desserts. Real fun. And then the balsamic, it's called Vin Coto. But the hibiscus for gin is really good. You make it a craft cocktail. Yeah.
The wait lists as well for schools.
These are our oysters Rockefeller. Oh, look at the on rocks, real rocks on the Rockefeller.
There is garlic aioli. There's Kensington ketchup is more vegetable from England, but I brought the French cognac sauce, kind of the preferred for the frites.
Everything looks so good.
Pernod and absinthe.
Yeah, I want absinthe.
Is that very flammable?
Yeah.
Catch fire in the oven again. It's a cream spinach recipe from 50s Waldorf, New York. So there's a little veal stock to the breadcrumbs, the absinthe, and the Pernod. The oysters are from Maine. They're called Belon, B-E-L-O-N. The fries are soaked all day in a malt vinegar, and then the beef tallow candle is poured on the fries after they're fried. There's restaurants that do like duck fat in a fryer. There's a restaurant that was a pizza place in Pensacola. They started the trend. They're called Kojaks. So like 15 years ago, people were like, "Oh my God, you gotta try this." So I think they started the revolution there with that one. This is Hennessy cognac peppercorn sauce for the frites. So if you order the steak frites, that's the sauce that's all over the floor. And then in France, they would like pour that sauce on a plate and just have the fries in the sauce, and you have to stab them with a fork. And then on the escargot gnocchi, the gnocchi is more Parmesan than potato. The black thin slices you see is garlic fermented in vanilla for 22 days. It tastes like berries. The Parmesan 18 months old. The escargot is flown in basil fed from Sonoma County. And then there's sprout-like mushrooms from Japan and a little pearl in there too.
Fantastic.
Have fun.
Wow, thank you.
I'll bring some samples of the pine cone butter oil that's on Tim's appetizer.
Oh yeah.
From Italy. They didn't try that. You wanna try another bread?
You and I had carpaccio like this at Kappa.
Oh yeah, yeah. Some like just random little bits of truffle.
It's Bull and Bear French fries. Unbelievable. What do you think, my darling?
Pine cone bud oil pressed from Italy. So everybody has a little sample to try there.
Thank
So
you.
instead of olive oil on the carpaccio, they use the Dork pine cone butter.
Jen thinks it tastes like a fancy maple syrup. As a Canadian, I know maple syrup.
I can see where you get that.
It has a lot of honey, like a honey tone to it. Yeah, like honey, but without that.
Combination of honey and maple syrup.
Yeah, like maple honey. So good.
Put it on the stove.
Oyster Rockefeller.
Slice it out.
Classic and exceptionally delicious. One of the ways they recommend to try a combination of these appetizers is take the beef carpaccio. It has truffle and some kind of
That pine oil you guys just saved.
oh yeah that pine oil, which is incredible, and wrap it around these beef tallow French fries. So here it is.
That's real good. I just had like a really good bite.
There's so much going on.
Like a rice and
Wow, I could eat that all day. Jenna has shared with me one of her little bites of gnocchi with truffle, onion, and the vanilla-soaked garlic. They're so good. The gnocchi is incredibly soft and delicious, pillowy goodness. The mushroom has a great bite, and there's just a beautiful truffle flavor. Yum.
Have you poured the water on?
oh no.
Okay, so we're pouring the water in the well. You can do two at once pretty funny
Alright,
with it.
Jen, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, we got one fry left.
Oh yes.
Also use about 2 tablespoons here. So basically right here, as you can see here, kind of has a little bit more of that softer texture to it. And I'm basically going to separate all the egg whites from the egg yolk. Cherry pepper on top as well. So now I'm going to go into more of the main ingredients to it. So this first one here is going to be a roasted garlic puree. Use about 2 teaspoons or so of that. And I'm also going to use a little Dijon mustard here as well, about 1.5 teaspoons of that. And this right here is going to be a little Worcestershire sauce. So use about 4 teaspoons or so of that. For anchovy paste. Kind of mix that in a little bit. And of course, a little primo olive oil on top. It's going to give it more of that dressing texture. see our dressing there. And these will be our homemade focaccia croutons. So some fresh grated Parmesan.
So the idea with the wine pairing is a bite of the mustard, a bite of the Worcestershire, and a bite from the rosé. Cheers and enjoy.
Thank you so much.
A little extra pepper as well.
Sure, yeah. Thank you.
Please enjoy.
Well, that was a pretty impressive presentation, I must say. I'm going to put a link to my Caesar salad recipe right here. We're offered a rosé, which is a pairing for the Caesar salad. That is a fantastic pairing. Rosé's got a little bit of a bite, but with the garlic and the anchovy flavors and the salty crunchiness go really well together. This is the level of service here at the Bull and Bear. One of our servers just came by and folded all their napkins and set it up again. It's pretty cool. I have been so looking forward to experiencing this fried chicken. I am crazy for fried chicken. Very okay with the gravy.
Thank you.
I'm going to be comparing it to the best fried chicken I ever had. I don't know if I should or not. It's probably because this is like a whole other level. But the best fried chicken I ever had, I'm just going to lay it out here right now, is at Willie Mae's in New Orleans. So shout out to Willie Mae's. Well, let's see how this is. The chicken is so tender, so crispy, the batter. It's really, really good. I gotta try this gravy.
Gravy's the best thing.
The gravy is the best thing. Wow.
That gravy's really good.
That's so good. It's so rich. Wow.
This is Jean-Louis Chave. So Jean-Louis Chave and his wife Erin.
Okay.
Really good friends with Diana Krall, so they jam together. Pretty fun when they visit the States. Yeah. So the Chave, if you look at Netflix, Sam Into the Bottle too. They get a good 20-minute capture.
I have seen that show, yeah.
Yeah, so they've been kind of, I guess what you call indie. So only like certain cool people know about it type thing because it's pretty minuscule production. And in the movie, they get into a vintage that's in the 1700s. So if you see the born on date, It's before Columbus was born.
Wow.
And then what happens is every other son is named Jean-Louis. So it goes like Gerard, Jean-Louis, Gerard, Jean-Louis, Gerard, Jean-Louis.
Oh, that's
So you're going to experience it first
Wow.
in a glass from Deutschland. Then I'm going to have you compare it to weightless crystal from Austria. Sound fun?
Yeah, it sounds like a great time to me.
Weightless crystal. Is it floating?
So literally the glass is weightless, it's constantly shaking.
Oh wow.
So,
So this is a new bottle I'm going to pour it in, right? So
That's what he's going to find.
literally the immediacy. So I'm pouring it right away, right?
Right.
And then when you try the weightless crystal right after, within seconds, it'll taste like I opened this at noon to wait for you to be here tonight at 9 o'clock.
wow.
So Coravin has a surgical needle in it, and it's gonna extract some ounces here. And even this action, to tell you the truth, does zest up the wine a little bit.
Right.
Always hold the nose in the glass, because if I let go, that awesome white shirt you have on right there,
Oh.
we'll get a little spritz. Then what's awesome about doing this, it's going to put a gas back into the wine. So this can hang for 8 months
Wow.
unopened.
So is that a nitrogen
It's that
canister?
Aragon.
Aragon. Argon. Oh, argon? Aragon. Right. An inert gas to prevent oxidation.
So you see the foil is still there?
Yeah.
This needle went through. Pull this
Wow.
apart, it'll look like an unopened bottle.
That is so cool.
So then when you're demoing the wine, you want to try the glass first. And then you're going to compare to the weightless crystal from Austria. It's called Sophienwald. And remember, it's only been moments that we opened this, and the change is just so dramatic.
Okay, so this is a standard glass.
From a Germany, Deutschland.
Oh, that smells so good.
Yeah.
Oh, cherries. Oh, I won't get into all that, but
Yeah, Hermitage is pretty epic.
okay.
So now you're going to compare it to,
This is the weightless crystal. It's actually opened up even more just off on
Like
the nose.
immediate, yeah.
Yeah. How does it do that?
weightless and constantly vibrating.
It's constantly vibrating, so it's aerating or it's
See the way it moves in the glass too,
right.
compared to how it moves here? And even the reflection on the tail will be different as well.
That is,
So it already tastes decanted.
Wow.
yeah, it's exactly how it is.
At home, I would pour out like an ounce, drink it of course, and then put the cork back in, and then wait till 8 or 9 o'clock at night and enjoy the wine. The Coravin is fun because you can save a selection such as this.
That is so cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Thank you for
Cheers,
that.
mate.
Thank you.
Gotta go epic for your Delmonico. So that is poured on the fries. There's a dry, it's not a garlic salt, it's a garlic powder that grabs the meltings there of the ribeye. The Bull and Bear burger sauce on the side is different than this. This is truffle red wine. This is a different red wine sauce that they seal the short rib with for 9 hours. So because there's a short rib in the middle of this burger, they bring the sauce on the side. Delmonico here. The bottom is the meat cap, and then this circle here is your ribeye. Do you like a garlic? Sound good?
Oh, yes.
Nice. So I'm gonna press some garlic for you. So the garlic is only softened with the heat of the broiler blowing away the steaks there. And a fun knife that I like. So the bottom part, if it was big enough, you could call it prime rib, so it's not, so they call it a cap. first in our ceremony tonight, dear.
Thank you.
That's a good looking steak.
That looks delicious. Holy cow.
Holy moly.
That's right, yeah, holy moly.
So before we present those, we'll do something fun.
Okay.
You need to do the honors. You are going to unlock the box. So cool. So olive oil, sous vide and poached, and then juniper smoke.
It's the magic potato.
Potatoes are so much bigger than the buffalo.
I know, I think they're going to be little potatoes. These are not little potatoes.
No, full on.
Let's go look.
And you know how photogenic this will be. So the cheese on this Bull and Bear burger is from the Basque region of Spain, Oso Arrate.
You've done this before.
So wait, what's in the center again? It's
The short rib.
short rib. Okay.
The beef short rib was the logo of our restaurant for like 8 years.
Oh, okay.
Fried chicken came and changed the name to Bull and Bear Restaurant.
Thank you.
That smells good.
Everything looks and smells so good. Oh. Holy cow. I can't believe it.
And the sauce is on Tim's plate.
Oh, okay.
Smells like a.
Sure, yeah. I'll take the little guy.
I'll take the rolly one.
So if anybody likes, there's a Newski applewood smoked bacon, chive, and creme fraiche
Oops, sorry.
for the little mini potatoes there.
Right?
Cream crackle.
Yeah.
Truffle red wine, peppercorn. Our version of béarnaise is rich with veal stock. And I have chimichurri and tarragon. And you smash it with super dry cayenne, and it gives you that same nutmeg or cinnamon sensation. Our béarnaise is a little different because of the veal stock flavor it has, so this actually tastes more like the béarnaise.
Thank you.
20 people, that seems a little quick.
Wow. What a fabulous meal. Kind of searching for words, but the steak was incredible. I had a bite of the hamburger.
Yeah.
That was probably the best burger I've ever had. I'm thinking I've eaten a lot of hamburgers in my day, and that was amazing with the rib inside of it.
Yeah.
Like who would think of that? I mean, this place, everything is just so completely over the top delicious. The steak we had was perfectly cooked, delicious, just those deep, so good. I'm trying to find the right words. I'm kind of
When
struggling.
you're describing something, it's just like a loss of words.
Yeah, yeah, and as you've sat with me all night, it's very rare that I actually have a loss of words. But when you're talking about an incredible meal like this, yeah, I'm kind of losing my chain of thought. I love the corn. Like, I like corn. I'm a big fan. I think that cream corn was amazing. There's very few times I've ever had sort of like, yeah, it's just such a basic thing. I grew up with it. You open up a can of green giant cream corn and, you know, it's fine. But this was fresh corn and each little kernel just popped as you bit into it. It was
Florida corn too.
yeah, Florida corn. Yeah, which is really good. I mean, I think every place you go has like the place that grows the corn. It's like our corn is the best corn. This is really good corn. The potato was really good, and not just sour cream, but creme fraiche and perfectly chopped little chives and bacon, and the smoky flavor from the juniper smoke that is a completely unique take on it I'd never had before. Loved it. Oh, and that oyster Rockefeller. Oh, that was one of the best oyster Rockefellers I've ever had as well. And I think they were saying that this Bull and Bear is where it was originally invented.
Not this one.
Oh no, yeah, the one in New York, but from the same chain of restaurants, the Waldorf. Yeah. This is a brand new dessert here.
It's like a mascarpone in the center and a royal chantilly on top. So I'm going to top the radar topping here, which right under it there is going to be a little pineapple ganache. And then right there in the center, that's actually a mojito ganache.
Tim's favorite dessert, the peanut butter. So I changed the presentation on it a little bit.
Whoa!
Oh, the chocolate's melting.
That's on top of the dessert there.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's a little run through for what we're going to do with these skills. So you're going to go that way. This will be the centerpiece.
Well, this is exciting.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the pyromania.
I know, right?
We didn't have fireworks tonight, but now we do.
Really private too.
Wow.
So the dark chocolate is collapsing into a coconut sorbet. The Tahitian vanilla custard in Madagascar, vanilla scallop and Napoleon. We have a pineapple and chutney there to it, and there's going to be a white chocolate mojito cream. And here on top you see peanut butter foam, and underneath the foam is a chocolate cake with Tahitian vanilla ice cream.
Peanut butter foam on top of a chocolate cake.
Gustavo is going to come by and carve the lemon, and whilst he carves the lemon, I'm going to make the strawberry ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
Holy
Do
moly.
the best you can. I realize that you can't.
What? No, I'm not.
No one's allergic to peanut butter here. We are peanut butter addicts.
So you can kind of see the different layers in there. So you're going to kind of get that lemon sorbet in the center, a little chantilly cream, and then a lemon curd on the outside. So in there, that's going to be a coconut gelato. And then that's like that dark chocolate cone on top.
How is the lemon itself prepared?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically we actually do have a special drill that kind of drills out all the insides of the lemon. Specifically, we use a miner's lemon. But basically, once we got out all the skin, we actually boil it in a simple syrup for about 4 to 5 hours. So it basically candiizes the skin. And then it just becomes completely edible.
How was that?
It was good.
So what I'd like you to do is try just a sip, then do the spoon of the lemon, and then come back to the wine as soon as you can and see what happens.
And what style of wine is this? Is it like a port or?
This is a dessert wine. This is Jorge Ordonez.
Okay.
So he represents 70 wineries in Spain, the whole country. So only on the dessert wines does he put his actual name And then on the back of all his wines, he has a special insignia right here, Jorge Ordonez. And then the town is Malaga. And then this is one of 4. So there's a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. And the 2 out of the 4 is absolutely stellar. And this is the only dessert wine that'll give you this sensation that you're going to experience with the lemon. Lemon wine.
Wine, lemon, wine.
Yeah,
Wine, lemon,
lemon wine. You want to try it too, Derek?
I'll just try his.
Okay.
So this wine itself has a citrusy kind of a smell to it. That is extremely sweet. It's like a nice wine. Okay. I've never had anything like that. I'm eating a lemon and I love it. Tastes completely different. It really does. It's like the flavor of the dessert has moved into the glass of the wine. It's a little bit sour, but the sweetness of that wine, that is one of those just, that's so cool.
This is nice wine, correct?
Yeah, that's more in your flavor palette.
You're being so graceful about it.
Yeah. That was really nice.
Did you find the same thing?
I just found that this just kind of melded into taste exactly like the lemon. It wasn't.
It's so cool.
It just kind of morphed into the lemon. Oh, that was cool.
So this is liquid nitrogen. This is going to be pretty fun.
It was pretty intense looking there for a minute.
That was really good.
It was
That
good.
was like a strawberry meringue.
Oh, it actually tasted good?
Oh, it tastes great.
So this is the same vanilla cream anglaise that you would bust through a souffle with. So it's going to be the base of the strawberry ice cream. So no gelatin, no gorgum, no sorghums, some funny words that end in um. We need some French vanilla cream anglaise in this nitro bowl. Negative 256 degrees here. And now we whisk. So you hear it freezing up in there, so the vanilla will pull the frozen off the sides. A little more whisking. So I have a citrus shortcake over there with the dehydrated meringue you did the dragons with. And some more sliced strawberries. And we're almost ice cream. Jump out of the bowl over there, land on the floor. And step away a second so I don't get ice cream on anybody's outfit. So now, very important, this is a nitro bowl. They cost about $100 a pop. So we want to use a plastic ice cream scooper. Because the metal one will break it literally symmetrically in half. Found out the hard.
I was going to say probably hard.
Yeah, I think I was guilty of at least 2 of them. Try to get 4 corners here for you.
Yeah, there's like a mojito or something over there.
Yeah, white chocolate mojito cream.
Yeah, that recipe was
So let's see. Does anybody want to try the lemon one more time? Come around here.
I'll have another one.
Yeah, I think. Other wine delivers that. Taste dried is like an experience. And here's a serving spoon. So I got everybody on the corner here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, here it is. A tableside ice cream with strawberries and meringue. Wow. Wow. What a meal. What an evening. What can I say? What do you guys think?
I feel like I'm standing like with a little pregnant belly right now.
Yeah.
A food baby.
I think Jen's got a wheelchair. I think I need it to get home. It was fantastic. This has got to be the best restaurant in all of Orlando.
I think so.
Maybe all of Florida. Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Big claim.
some people in Miami might be getting upset right now, right? So, anyways, it was another fantastic evening with Tim and Jenn, and it was their idea to come here. In fact, they called us out on a video they did quite a long time ago, and saying that we would love it, and they were 100% right. It was fantastic.
Amazing.
The desserts just kept coming and coming, and if you do come here, you gotta try that lemon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That I've never had anything like that. And you get ask them if they can pair that wine. There's a dessert wine pairing. Incredible. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time from the Holy Moly. Bye.
No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my